Hi everyone, welcome to I Can. My name is Kim Peyton. I am so excited to start this new show with you. It is my first time doing something like this, so just bear with me. But basically, it's a show for people who have disability and who have overcome them. And this is their chance to shine and also share their stories with others. For example, I am deaf and I'm a successful deaf person, I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, and I've overcome to achieve what I would like to do in this hearing world. So, having said that, I know that many of you out there who have successful stories of overcoming their disability. This is your chance to share with me. If you'd like an opportunity to meet with me, we can set up an interview and you can talk about and share your story. Basically, what I'm looking for when you share your story is that what's your disability? What do you wish you knew? Your biggest obstacle? What have you learned? Your greatest achievement? Advice, suggestions to share with others, and what you would like others to know. Having said that, we're going to start with my story today. So I think this story is relevant to what's going on in my life right now. Meaning, I was born deaf. I wore hearing aids my whole life until I was 20 years old. Then I got my first cochlear implant process. For those who don't know what that is, a cochlea is when a wire is electronically stimulated to your cochlea that's enabling you to hear. Note I said you're able to hear. You're not going to hear clearly, but definitely it's been very successful. I got my first one when I was 20. I thought life was fabulous because I could hear everything right side of my ear. Then my audiologist convinced me to get the second cochlear implant, which is known as a bilateral. So now I have two. Let me tell you, if you are questioning, debating, thinking about it, I highly recommend it. The best way to describe the story is comparing my two cochlear implant processes to the TV show Laverne and Shirley. Shirley is calm, sensible, chill, so I gave her that name to the one in my right ear that I've had for close to 20 years. In my left ear, my most recent one is Laverne. Laverne is loopy, she's crazy, she can't survive without Shirley. So the two of them together create a wonderful balance. When I got Shirley, I hadn't heard out of my left ear in a very long time, not to give away my age. And so I was thinking I would not be able to hear anything out of my left ear. Thankfully, I was so wrong. I went from, in 1 year, from 0% to 65%. Shirley has always been, she's been stabilized at 55%, so between the two, I could hear up to 77%. For somebody who's been deaf her whole life, this is amazing. What I love about the implants is I can hear. Like, I actually thought for a while now, I was hearing voices in my head, because I would be walking and I could hear these voices. I had no idea where they were coming from until it dawned on me. Oh, these are people actually talking behind me. Never heard behind me. How cool was that? And I would actually just stop and listen to what they were saying to see if I could actually follow along on the conversation. And for the most part, it's been really cool. I also realize now why hearing people never look at each other when they talk to each other. They don't need to. You can just hear and continue looking straight ahead. So that was something I had to learn, because I do like to look at people when I talk to them, but I can see the ease it is to be able to just hear with both ears. I also understand now why we all have two ears. You do need two ears to hear, as almost like surround sound. I had no idea what I was missing out by only being able to hear on one side. Now I can hear out of both sides. And it's amazing the noises I'm picking up. Sometimes I have to stop and say, what is that noise? And so all the noises that I've been missing out for so long, not realizing what you don't know. Hi, this is my buddy Ginger. You don't know. You should assume there's nothing, you're not missing out on anything. But there's a lot of great noises in our world that should be embraced. So, if you are thinking about getting either your first cochlear implant, get it. I also recommend after you get the first one, go for your second cochlear implant. You will not regret it. So, that's the story I want to share with you today. If you want to reach out to me, please, Jacob, my producer, will set up at the end where my email, Twitter, the social media. Feel free to reach out. I'd love to have you come here, share your story, so we can inspire others. That's my goal. For me, for you, to share your story. That's why the show is called I Can. Share love and be kind.